Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the Bachmann Thomas and why this Bachmann Thomas is not a very useful engine. I've had him for about 11-12 years possibly. He was fitted with a DCC decoder and we ran him on a exhibition layout running True Lyle. There is a video of him running on that layout on my channel. You can see him running around, and that was actually the last time he ran properly. He stopped dead that day on the turntable for no apparent reason. We thought maybe the decoder was broken. I got him home, had a look. I tried him on the analog control, still nothing. I thought, what's wrong with him then? So we took him apart, and the grease inside the eye movement mechanism had covered the electrical components in the motor. I cleaned them all up. I lent him to my nephew to play with, and slowly he's been getting slower and slower until he stopped working again. And I believe that the grease has managed to get into the electrical motor again. So I'm going to take him apart and have a look and see how bad it is. Take him apart, you've got to take that screw out and that screw out, and that'll lift this plate up, because behind here there's another screw along with these two screws to take the body apart away from the chassis. Alright, first look, there seems to be a lot of grease in and around that area there. The motor is in there. So the next thing to do is to take these two screws out, and that will remove the motor and this gearing which operates Thomas's eyes from moving left to right away from the body. As I suspected, this thing in here is absolutely filthy, which is why he's not working and he's not very well. But yeah, all this here, you've got the gears in there to drive the motor and the obviously the wheels there, and then you've got a separate cog which operates the eyes. It's a bit scary without his face on. But yeah, so what I have to do is split this apart. You're undoing all those screws in there so I can get to the motor and give it a good clean and see if I can get it going again. Just look at the state of it. What an absolute mess. So I'll have to get some sort of plastic safe degreaser and give it a good proper clean. Give the electrical bits a good clean before putting this all back together. I don't know if that lighting's any better. I was noting the other one was getting a bit of a strobe effect on it. I just wanted to add that all of this grease is from the factory. So if you do own one of these and it has stopped working for some reason, it is probably the grease that was in there. Far too much grease. I've got the motor apart-ish. I'm struggling to get the bushes out of there, but you can see that is absolutely disgusting, and that's why it's not working, because the electricity is not getting through the brushes into the armature. So it could be a while taking this apart. So I've cleaned up the brushes and I've cleaned up the armature, the contacts. So I'm just going to wire it up to the 12-volt supply. A success. It's working again. Look at the difference now. Fantastic. So I'm going to degrease the rest of this, and then we're going to put it all back together. If you're wondering what the noise in the background is, I'm running in my bubble car. It wasn't very well and I had to buy some new drive shafts for it. So he's been running in for the last hour and a half. I've put most of it back together now. I've soldered the wires back on. I've put a tiny amount of grease back in there, in the gears, because what came with it was horrendous. And it spilled out all over the motor. I've cleaned the rest of it up with some warm soapy water to get rid of the grease on the body and that bit there. So I'll put the rest of it back together and then we'll run it around our track. There we go, all back together again. I've given it a quick test and it does work. So we'll get him buzzing around. And today is actually his 75th anniversary. So happy birthday, Thomas. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe and like the video, and I'll catch you all next time.